Hello and welcome back to True Crime Guys podcast. I'm your host, Michael, and Andy's back here with me.
I am here, Michael. I am at peace. I am calm.
Yes.
It's a good episode today.
It is, well, it's going to be kind of brutal, actually.
But we are doing some of our favorite shit, Michael.
Oh, yes, we are. We are doing cult shit.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, it's not gonna be too calm. There'll be a little bit of kumbaya, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Right? You know, there'll probably be a little music at the beginning. You know,
always got to
I gotta lull them in, dude.
You gotta lure them in.
Right? You gotta have a tactic to get people to join your cult. You can't just start off with the rough stuff.
Yeah.
You know, gotta give them the honey at the beginning. That's what Michael Ryan did, at least. But before we get into that, I want to remind you guys to check out Patreon, patreon.com/truecrimeguys, where you can get access to these episodes early, ad-free, with bonus content. All right? A link is right below the description of the episode. In the 80s, Michael Ryan was a nobody. He was a high school dropout who couldn't hold down a job. But to hear him tell it, he's one of the greatest human beings ever to walk the face of the earth. He's a war vet. Vietnam, of course, where he lost 2 toes.
Oh, damn.
He's also been a hitman for the CIA and a mafia hitman as well, Andy.
Okay, pretty interesting.
All of this before the age of 40, by the way.
What is this, Woody Harrelson's dad?
Yes. So it's no wonder this man thought he was Michael from the Bible.
Okay, well.
The Archangel reincarnate, yes. That was him.
That's a jump, but you know what?
Well, this escalated quickly, right?
I don't remember anywhere in the Bible saying Michael had 8 toes, but let's go.
You could be anything you want. All you need is a few people who share your vision. Right? That's all you need, dude.
Just a few.
Just a few people, so you can do some cult shit.
Oh, Michael.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Let's do some cult shit, Andy. Roll that intro.
Hop on, people.
You know, a lot of people, they'll come to me and say, "Teacher, Pastor Wickstrom, well, would you teach this?" Or, "Would you teach on this?" Or whatever. But I have found in the years that have come and gone in my life that I teach what I am led to teach and what comes to me, what Yahweh gives to me. Yahweh is the greatest name anywhere present, written, recorded, or spoken on the surface of the earth. For he is the creator of the earth and everything there upon the earth. For he is the master. He is the word. He is the Messiah to his people, the white Western European people and nations thereof today. We are his children, his chosen vessels. It's very simple, but for some reason, the simple can't get it. Across that plane, that dimensional plane, through the time warp that is written so prevalently. For Yahweh said that only those that come from the heavens can return to the heavens, that there is the heavenly and there is the earthly. There. There's the astral dimension of the earth, which is earthly, where the energy spirits of everything other than Jacob, Israel, their energy forces go into the astral energy force that surrounds the earth. We are celestial as people. We are sojourners upon spaceship Earth, for we are the descendants of Adam. And that's why we are a peculiar people, above all other peoples of the earth, for we are the sons and daughters of the Most High. Blood of blood, bone of bone, flesh of flesh, and spirit of spirit. We are his chosen people. There.
Born in 1948, Michael Wayne Ryan was a high school dropout who worked various blue-collar jobs to support his family. So if you actually thought he was all those things that he said he was, I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh.
Spoiler alert, he was never even in the Army.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
Stolen
Yeah.
valor, too.
Yeah.
He's like me. He's got 3 white first names.
He does.
Look at us. Twinsies.
Yeah, 3 first names.
3 very white first names.
But yeah, so throughout his life, he worked a lot of different just blue-collar jobs. He ended up marrying at 20 years old, and he had a son named Dennis. And this son, Dennis, will basically follow him throughout the rest of his life as a free man, at least. And he was, it comes as no surprise, Ryan was abusive to both his wife and his son, Dennis. Dennis caught the brunt of a lot of it, especially as he started to get older. Mm-hmm. And Ryan worked as a truck driver until a back injury forced him to quit. And feeling the financial pressure, not to mention the physical pain, he started using marijuana and looking for something else to give him that spiritual strength to carry on despite life's challenges, right? Like he's really depressed at this point, okay? Unfortunately, he found that spiritual strength in the Christian identity movement.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We've heard of these fuckers before.
Yeah, if you're unfamiliar, they're an anti-Semitic and racist theology group that rose to a position of commanding influence on the racist right in the 1980s especially, but they're still around.
Oh, yeah. They don't go anywhere.
They're still here. But in the early 80s, Ryan began attending rallies by a man named James Wickstrom, who preached Christian identity theology and anti-government ideas. From Wickstrom, Ryan learned the basic tenets of the Christian identity movement. And despite the group's anti-Semitism, they still use the Hebrew name for God, which I think is interesting.
And you got
Yahweh. But they also believe that the Jews stole that.
Okay.
Right? They think they're the true Israelites.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. They stole it. It's our name, our word. We take it back. We're taking it back.
Right?
Hey, it wasn't yours. No, we're taking it back.
Yeah, whatever. But Wickstrom taught Ryan what was known as the arm test. This is the kind of bullshit that he did on him when he first met him, right?
This sounds like something you would like get recruited in like a football locker room. It's like some like JV football players like, we got to give you the arm test.
Yeah.
What's the arm test? Hold out your arm. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's where Wickstrom would hold a person's arm and shoulder and then ask a question of Yahweh. If the answer was no, the arm would drop. If the answer was yes, the arm would stay raised. Obviously, the person holding their arm has control over it, right?
Yeah.
But this was a little trick that Ryan thought was interesting. I think he kind of fell for it at first, but then he was like, wait a minute, I think I could use this.
Wait a minute.
This is interesting.
I think I'm smarter than this guy is.
Hold on a second.
I think I cracked the code here. I'm not one of the sheep.
But yeah, Ryan, he soon earned a reputation as Wickstrom's right-hand man. And at one of Wickstrom's speeches, Ryan met widower Rick Stice, who happened to own a struggling pig farm in Rulo, Nebraska, where he lived with his 3 children. And Stice happened to be looking for help with the farm. He
Didn't have enough children to man them pigs.
I think it was more of a financial issue. But Stice invited Ryan and his followers to move on to the farm where they would study the Bible, smoke pot, and collect weapons in preparation for Armageddon. Well, when you put it that way.
Whoa.
Hold on a second. Did this guy just recruit me?
What's the rent? What's the rent situation? Utilities included? Jeez.
Right?
Do I get my own?
No, Andy, don't fall for it, Andy. This is the honey I was talking about. Don't fall for it.
Do I get my own bedroom?
Don't fall for it.
And there's pigs?
But yeah, so by this time, he had about 25 followers. We're talking about 1984.
I would have been 26 if I'd been born.
Yeah. So yeah, he's moving in. Ryan told his followers that he spoke now directly to Yahweh. He wasn't really dealing with Wickstrom anymore because he thought Wickstrom was a little too political, not enough radical.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, like most leaders in the church, they either become right-hand men or they become their own leaders somewhere else.
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of like
over a subtle disagreement.
It's kind of like the Sith, the master and the apprentice. You can only there can never be two. It's like only be two. It's like so he outgrew his master. So he had to go become a master. He had to become the master.
Exactly. And now because of that, he spoke directly to Yahweh.
Oh, he's got the number now.
He's got the line. He's got the line. And he is, don't forget, possessed by the spirit of Michael the Archangel.
Oh, that's right.
Don't forget about that.
He is the reincarnation of Michael the Archangel.
Mm-hmm. And Ryan started referring to himself as the king, very creative, and said that Yahweh commanded he take multiple wives, 4 to be exact. And they would be his queens.
I want you, definitely you, you.
Wait, how many have you picked?
Yeah, that's enough. That's good. That's good.
That's good for now. No, I don't think you picked them all at once. One was one of his most loyal members' sister. Oh, which I'm sure he thought was an honor.
Oh, of course.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Hey, Joe. That sister of yours, right? She marrying anybody? She want to be a queen?
Right. She want to be one of the queens? But Ryan also told Stice, the owner of the farm, to stop raising pigs because they're not kosher. Okay? Stop doing that. So they needed another form of income. So they started stealing farm equipment and cattle. And in some instances, it says they even robbed banks.
What is this, the Wild West?
That's what I'm saying. In the 80s, I read an article where they literally said the Ryan and his crew of loyals, robbed banks to make ends meet. I'm like, hold on a second. You can't just say that sentence and then not give me any more information.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do to you guys because that's all the information I have.
Robbed a few banks.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. It seemed like an exaggeration to me, but I can see them stealing farm equipment, stealing livestock from neighboring farms.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they had the numbers. They had over 25 members at this time. Mm-hmm. Like I say, I mean they could push their weight around. They really could.
Yeah,
and I'm sure the neighborhood was, not really wanting to fuck with them.
No, and stealing livestock that's a big fucking deal. Anybody who's in a livestock business and stuff like that, even one head of cattle going missing or getting stolen, that's a big deal.
Exactly. And I mean, and the cult is also they were willing to take the risk because they were spending a lot of money too. They were buying a shit ton of firearms, tons of ammunition. And in early 1985, cult members James Thiem and Rick Stice, who had a 5-year-old son, Rick Stice was the owner of the farm, mm-hmm. right? He had a 5-year-old son named Luke. Luke did not like Ryan at all.
Little Luke, who just kind of came in and
little Luke was not buying it, dude. He was not buying it. And he was really starting to get on Ryan's bad side. And I think he was also starting to kind of get into his dad's head. I think Rick Stice, his father, was kind of starting to have doubts, as well as James Thiem, mm-hmm. both of them. And when they expressed their doubts about Yahweh and Yahweh's, conditions that they were living under,
rules.
Ryan lost his shit, bro. He was pissed. And he said, Yahweh doesn't want Satan's people on this farm. You're a proselyte. There's only one place for you. That's in hell. Am I saying that right? Proselyte?
I've never heard that word. Maybe, yeah. Proselyte?
Proselyte.
That sounds like that's a new one for us.
Yeah. And at that moment, Thiem and Rick Stice were demoted to slaves, and they were made to sleep outside, chained to a porch, and at times forced to copulate with a goat and even sodomize each other as punishment.
Oh my God.
Absolute brutal. And check this out. Before Rick Stice was demoted to a slave on his own fucking farm, his wife, who he had married to, who had just got married to months before by Ryan. Ryan was ordained and married them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ryan takes Rick Stice's wife with him to Kansas City on like a little honeymoon and basically tells her that she's been chosen by Yahweh and the baby that she's carrying is not Rick's and it is a immaculate conception and that she is to be one of his wives now.
Okay.
And she goes along with it while her husband has been made a slave.
Oh my God. It's so...
Holy shit, dude.
It is just mind-blowing sometimes to hear some of the beliefs that these people, the pits that these people fall into, of just, they can't admit they're wrong. They have gone so deep that they're stuck now.
Exactly.
And they just keep going.
And anyone who expresses any doubt is immediately an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know it's all bullshit deep down. They know that this is a very thin facade.
Yeah.
So they can't afford any doubt. They can't afford any type of questioning, of free thinking.
No.
So they, even from a child, it gets punished in the most brutal form. And this is a great example. Ryan repeatedly abused young Luke Stice. He called him a dog, a mongrel, and dog shit. And his father later testified that Ryan put ashes from his cigarette in Luke's mouth. He would spit on him. He shot him in the arm and said that Yahweh pulled the trigger. He tied there was one instance where he tied a whip around the boy's neck and lifted him off the ground.
Fucker. God, yeah.
Around March 25th, 1985, the 6'2" Ryan, who weighed over 230 pounds, slammed the 5-year-old boy into a cabinet or a bookshelf, some instances say. And the boy never recovered. He actually had a fatal head injury, and he probably could have been saved. But Ryan said that Yahweh said that we do not take the boy to the hospital.
Yeah, of course. Because a lot of questions need to be answered at the hospital.
No doubt. Then Ryan ordered Tim and Rick Stice,
the boy's father,
to bury his own son in a shallow, unmarked grave.
Fuck. Like I said, just the pits that these people fall into, and the deeper they go.
It's terrible, man. Rick Stice, he went into such a depression. He tried to run away, finally leaving for good on April 4th. But each time he tried to escape and was caught, oh my God, the stuff that he was put through. Like I said, tied to a porch, literally treated like a dog, made to perform oral sex on Tim and vice versa, and sodomize each other. It was terrible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely terrible. But he finally gets away on April 4th. But now, back at the farm, with both of the Stices gone, that just left Tim to take the brunt of Ryan's beatings. And honestly, Tim got it worst of all.
Yeah, he was the last
Poor
one.
Little Tim, man. Tim was only 26 years old.
Oh, God.
He was just a boy, man.
We just talked. We just talked about a 5-year-old, but yeah, still.
You 26. You see the pictures, but he was just a young kid, man.
Yeah.
And on April 27th, 1985, Tim was beaten by Ryan and some other male members of the cult after being accused of poisoning a turkey that they all ate at a communal meal. He was then taken to one of the former pig pens, where he endured days of horrific physical and sexual abuse before finally being murdered. Ryan, his 16-year-old son Dennis, and cult members Timothy Haverkamp, James Haverkamp, and John David Andreas repeatedly sodomized him with the handle of a shovel and a pick, causing grievous internal injuries.
Oh my God, that is nightmare fuel.
That's the beginning, bud. Ryan then commanded each of the 5 men to whip Tim 15 times, which was a total of 75 lashes. That's some biblical shit right there. Then they shot off. Ryan did. He shot off the tips of Tim's fingers.
Just the tips of his fingers.
Then broke his arm and actually filleted some of the skin off of his leg with a razor blade and pliers.
God, this is... Yeah.
They absolutely were torturing him.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude. Like, afterwards, and then Ryan commands his son, Dennis, and Haverkamp to break Tim's legs. Finally, Ryan stomps on Tim's chest. Now, remember, like I said, if I had to guess, I'd say, judging from the pictures of Tim, it's kind of hard to tell, but I'd say there's no way he weighs over 160 pounds.
Yeah.
And his 220-pound man is jumping on his chest. It's brutal. He broke it. All his ribs were broken. And then he finally orders Haverkamp to shoot him in the head. executing him. Tim was buried in an unmarked grave on the farm. But luckily, that June, James Haverkamp and Andreas were arrested for stealing farm machinery in Kansas. They finally got caught.
That's what they get caught for.
And thank God they did, because as a result, authorities raided the farm. They found weapons cache that included 150,000 rounds of ammunition and over $250,000 worth of stolen property.
Ooh. Yeah, like I told you, that stuff is expensive. Any kind of what was that? Not landscaping, fucking.
Any type of artillery, especially, I mean, at this time, man, things were scarce.
Yeah, very much.
You know,
so.
they were, especially out there in rural Kansas. A lot of these farms were failing. You know, consequences were getting dire, and people were getting desperate. But while in custody, Haverkamp and Andreas told police about the murders, and another raid in late August turned up the dead bodies of Luke Stice and James Tim. Michael and Dennis Ryan and Timothy Haverkamp were all charged with first-degree murder.
Yeah, I bet those guys were talking real quick with the police. Started questioning about all the stolen equipment. It's like, what else is on that farm? Because so far we got YouTube for everything right now.
Right.
I bet those guys were like, okay, so
listen.
So what if we tell? What if we tell you?
We can tell you some stuff.
What if we tell you a crazy story?
What's crazy is, Dennis. That's his son. I guess at this point, Dennis was just happy to not be the focus of
his father's aggression,
of the brutality anymore. Yeah. I don't know. But Michael and Dennis both went on trial in March of 1986, by which time Timothy Haverkamp had already pled guilty to second-degree murder. When asked why he had participated in the torture and murder of James Tim, Dennis Ryan said, because that's what Yahweh wanted.
That's not a credible defense. Not in our courtroom. I'm just gonna let you know, Yahweh is not on trial here.
Nope.
He's not in the. I know there's some courtrooms that have some 10 Commandments, but not in here, buddy. So you're on the stand.
Yeah. After 18 days of testimony, they were both found guilty. Michael of first-degree murder, his son, second-degree murder. And in October of 1986, Michael Ryan was sentenced to death. He had pleaded no contest to second-degree murder charges related to the death of Luke Stice, and Dennis Ryan was given a life sentence but was released in 1997 after 12 years in prison, pleading guilty to manslaughter.
I mean, I can almost understand a little bit of,
right? If anybody was
stuff.
Brainwashed, it was little Dennis.
It's Dennis who has been literally abused and manipulated and drug along by his father his entire life.
Dennis might have been 25, maybe.
Yeah, he's the only one. Still
responsible for his own actions, but I mean, damn.
But who has the most kind of like you said, brainwashing, who's been in this the longest, this is his father. His father's telling him what to do. His father's got a gun. He's afraid of what his father might do. He's the only one who really has some of the most pull behind his actions.
Yeah.
And I can kind of see why he would get the life sentence and still get out.
Yeah. I can too. After pleading guilty to assault charges, James Haverkamp and John Andreas, they were the first two, arrested. They were sentenced to 26 years in prison, but released in 1998. Haverkamp was sentenced to 10 years to life. Timothy Haverkamp, I'm sorry, that's James's brother. Timothy Haverkamp was sentenced to 10 years to life, but released in 2009 after serving 23 years. And on May 24th, 2015, after almost 30 years in prison and several stays of execution, Michael Ryan died on death row at the age of 66. The cause of death was cancer. I don't know what type, but
son of a bitch.
Yeah, didn't even. I mean, they kept pushing his execution back, dude.
Just pushing him back until the Grim Reaper just did their job for him.
You know what sucks too is all the way up to the end, he still wasn't unrepentant. He still was unrepentant. I mean,
he was delusional.
He still believed he was doing what Yahweh wanted. At least that's what he said.
Yeah, if he
and
truly
he was a lifetime
that,
bullshitter. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, he
was. I mean, he's a compulsive liar, dude.
It's if he was truly believing that, then he was clinically insane. if you think you are the reincarnation of an angel and you are talking to God,
Yeah.
like that's clinical insanity. Like
Absolutely.
So you would not go to death row because you're insane.
Right.
They proved he was not insane.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, we know you're just bullshitting.
He tried to claim insanity, but
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
He obviously
it was-
he would. Any cult leader would.
right, right.
But it's like, dude, we know you're not bullshitting.
Yeah.
And now you're stuck here.
Yeah, yeah. When they told his son Dennis that his father died, he said, "That's best for everybody. Good riddance. Flush him down the toilet for all I care."
That's like I said, I don't think Dennis really no love, no loss there.
No.
I feel like Dennis suffered quite the horrific traumatic childhood and life.
Oh my God, the shit he's living with.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
That man hopefully is in a lot of therapy and has gotten help for this over the years.
I hope, man.
Like I
Hopefully
said,
he's changed his beliefs too.
That literally is just one of those horrific traumatic upbringings that he was drugged through by clearly an ill person.
Yes, absolutely, dude. It was, I don't know.
And like we talked about cults and stuff before. We've talked about different ones. Like, and one of the reasons this wasn't such a big time cult is because they didn't really do any big acts. They didn't get out there. They didn't do any kind of like.
Yeah, right. They didn't make blue jean jackets.
Yeah.
They didn't stand on the corner. They didn't try to make their own country.
Yeah, they didn't. They
Right?
didn't get to the point of like causing a scene, like any sort of.
They didn't all
incident.
commit suicide in matching Nikes. I get it.
Yeah, so these guys kind of got busted. Like, this could have gone on further, but they
Yeah.
got busted. Luckily for the fucking farm equipment.
Yeah.
When it kind of reminded me of like Rock Terrio a little bit. Remember him?
Yes.
It kind of reminded me of him a little bit. Just
Definitely.
the brutality of some of his stuff too.
Absolutely, dude.
But
He's Ant Kids, right?
Yeah, Ant Hill Kids.
Yes. Oh man.
yeah, this guy
Brutal
probably
case.
could have gone further with this cult had he not been brought down because of the stolen farm equipment, which is terrifying to think about.
It really is. It really is. But luckily he was, thank God. Like I said, I don't know about all that bank robbing stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about all that. That don't seem right. You know?
To rob banks
Out in the middle of Nebraska?
yeah, like I said, this isn't Bonnie and Clyde back in the 20s.
This is the 80s, man. The late 80s. You're not just going and robbing banks unexperienced. Like, I don't know, man.
Bunch of cult members out there robbing. I know you're stockpiling ammunition and stuff, but you're not walking in there and just, you're not Jason Bourne, or you're not walking in
No.
there and just spray painting the cameras and getting out of here. We got 30 seconds. We got 30 seconds to the sign of law. No, you're all walking in there very, very unprepared.
Right? I don't know. I don't buy that part of it.
No, I don't buy them robbing banks. That's too risky.
Yeah.
They
Really.
would have caught much faster.
But man, it's insane how one man's delusion can cause so much destruction.
Oh, we see it all the time.
We do.
We see
it all the time. You know what you don't see all the time? A true natural deodorant.
You don't see that everywhere.
You do not. But lucky for you, we got the hookup. Oh My Gaia, an innovative all-natural deodorant, fragrance, and beard oil company specializing in paraben and aluminum-free products. Guys, Oh My Gaia has been with us since the beginning. I wear Oh My Gaia every day. I can't get enough of it. ohmygaia.com, ohmygaia.com, where you can find tons of scents, guys. Vanilla, cherry almond, sandalwood, lavender, lemongrass, Egyptian musk. There's bergamot amber, pear, sweet pea, sailor, barbershop, and of course, True Crime Pine, made for the old true crime guys. And you can use the code word Crimepine for 15% off your order. That's Crimepine, no spaces, CRIMEPINE, for 15% off your order at ohmygaia.com, ohmygaia.com. You guys will not regret it. You got to check it out. Along with Patreon. I mean, while you're there, you might as well check out Patreon. right?
Patreon.com. Come on.
Yeah, /True Crime Guys. Link right below the description of this episode. Check it out. For just $3 a month, guys, you get access to all kinds of bonus content, tons of audio files, all of our vaulted episodes, all of our shows that we've completed in the past. So tons of stuff to listen to, as well as these episodes early, ad-free, with bonus content. So when this episode's about to end here in just a few minutes, you would still have another 20 minutes of content if you were on Patreon.
Think about that.
Yeah, think about that. But your ride's not over. Well, we're not done, but this is all we have.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. You got to make money somehow around here. You know what I mean? What?
Join that Patreon. Like I said around there. Boy's got a big back catalog.
Big back catalog on Patreon. But yes, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for leaving reviews. Thank you for giving us a follow on social media or whatever you're doing at True Crime Guys. We appreciate that very much. TrueCrimeGuys.com for all of your True Crime Guys needs. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Andy, anything else?
Nope. See you next week for headlines and shenanigans.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yes, it is, Michael.
All right, guys, well, keep on creeping.
Bye.